Hey, this is Nevin again, and this week we're bringing to you a great family favorite, which is Frito Pie, cooked on the disket and sponsored by Bueno Foods. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Nevin again with Disket, coming to you with yet another episode as to why cooking outdoors has never been better. And how and why? Because of the disket. Now keep in mind that the disket is the only fully customizable product on the market, and we will manufacture the disket to any design you want. So whether you want the elk or the deer or the hummingbirds or the Jesus or whatever you want built into that custom design, give us a call, send us an email, order online. We'll manufacture your custom disket grill for you. Now today's episode, we're bringing to you an awesome episode, which is going to be an old family favorite, which is the Frito Pie. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some cut up pork. We're going to add some onions. We're going to add some red chili. And then after all that stuff's put in together, we're going to top it off with some, of course, shredded cheese. You know me and my cheese. And then we're going to use some lettuce, onions, and tomatoes on top. Mix that up with a whole bunch of hunger. And then we're going to tease everybody around us as to letting them know how we can cook and they cannot. So let's get this started. My disc is already cleaned and prepped, ready to go. So I'm going to push the knob in and rotate it to the left. Ignite it here. Get that thing lit up. Now what we've got here, we've got about 3 pounds of lean pork that's already been pre-cut. So with the disc on, I've got about 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil in already. So let me go add that in there. And we're going to start cooking that pork. Now the pork, by doing 3 pounds of pre-cut pork, we're actually probably looking at serving as many as 12 to 15 people. Now depending on how much we're going to set up in the serving bowl itself is going to determine how many people we're going to really feed. So we're getting into this thing here. This pork itself is going to take about 10 minutes to cut up. We're going to keep mixing it, cooking it so you brown it right, get it all cooked thoroughly before we add the next step, which is the chili. So today's question on the disket cooking episode was sent in by Tom. And Tom's question is, Nevin, how did you shoot on the golf course yesterday at the fundraiser? Well, Tom, to be honest, I shot a 70 on the front 9. The second 9 was about a 90. Just kidding. The real question of the day was sent in by George out of Minnesota. George, you talked about you love the disket in your backyard, but you'd also like another opportunity or something smaller to be able to take out to camping or RVing. And your question is, do we make a smaller version? Well, yes, sir. The answer to your question is absolutely. We manufacture the tabletop disket, which is a much smaller profile that fits into your compartment of your RV or the back of your pickup truck to be able to haul around a little bit easier. It's the same size disc, the same BTU output burner. All it is a smaller profile, and again, that is also customizable to your design. So whether you want suns or elk or deer or fish, whatever you want, we'll make it for you. So thanks for the question. Keep them coming. We want to be party and listen to you. Thanks for the question. So we got all of our pork all pretty much cooked up. There's a little bit left to do here. What we're going to do is we're going to move that pork around a little bit to get any of the juices mixed in back up into the top of the pork. And then I'm going to take a little bit of flour, probably 2 tablespoons at most, and mix that into the pork just to thicken it a little bit before I add the Bueno frozen red chili. So I got about 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to mix that in real good, get that chili added into it, and then go from there. There we go. Look at that. Smells so good. I wish we had the, as I mentioned before, I wish we had the scratch and sniff TVs and cameras and stuff, because all the several thousand of you that are watching this video, it's just amazing to have the aroma coming off of this disc here. So I've got that flour added in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my frozen red chili, which has been thawed, by the way. So we've got the frozen Bueno red chili added into the pork. Get that set up over here. And then when this stuff is all set up in here, we're going to serve that over a bowl of corn chips. Fritos is what we're using on this point here. So as this thing is getting just about ready, I want to take a minute just to feature our Disket Spotlight of the day. Now this particular episode, the spotlight is the Roadrunner Disket. Now the Roadrunner Disket has been a big feature out here in New Mexico, and a lot of you snowbirds and other people traveling through and vacationing through New Mexico, you really have taken a good input as far as taking the Roadrunner and wanting to bring that back to Missouri or New York or New Jersey or Rhode Island. So just as a way to thank you guys that travel through New Mexico, and all those of you want to take part in New Mexico back to you, we're going to celebrate the Roadrunner Disket as part of that deal as our spotlighted disket. Now keep in mind, again, you can see the Roadrunner Disket in the pattern section of the website, along with the other several hundred different disket designs. And the disket itself is always manufactured to whichever specification you ask for. So whether you want a Roadrunner or a Chili or a Hummingbird or a Butterfly or an Elk or a Rifle, you name it, the disket is made for you. So back to the cooking episode. We've got our pork all pre-cooked. We got our Bueno red chili all set up in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and serve the Disket Frito Pie and wrap this thing up to show you one of the best recipes to cook on a disket. So here, got my bowl. I'm gonna serve some corn chips. These are Frito-Lay by circumstance. So I'm gonna put some Fritos in the bowl. I'm gonna serve my pork and red chili right on top of those Fritos. Now, of course, got it set up with lots cheddar cheese. You know me and my cheese. So I'm putting some cheese right on top of the chili and the Fritos. I'm gonna top it with some lettuce. Can't forget the onions. Some onions and some red tomatoes. Take a look at that. Frito pie in the disket. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disket. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you sign up on our website here to be part of the many thousands of people on our disket community. All you got to do is go to disc-it.com/free. You can be part of what we do, get a free video, free recipes, free information, and disket deals. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disket.